whatever you wanted to do. Take the kids to Aunt's house. I had went home. He was still there. The man
Sports.
me, and I beat his ass for hours. Wait, I got all the revenge I wanted. He was laying there talking about doing him, please. He an old man now. Hey man, all these people ass stuff. When you look at the results of what happened, I was like, I was left empty. I was just like him. I beat up my own.
Goodbye, loser. We're done. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm on to better things.
What? Why? What did I do wrong?
It's not what you did, but what you didn't. A woman like me deserves monthly trips to Europe, weekly Birkin bags, and daily massages. But you didn't give me any of those.
Okay, I'm so lost. Where is all this coming from?
I don't know how about you. Ask Mr. Beast.
You mean the YouTuber? I'm even more confused now. What does Mr. Beast have to do with this?
Well, I can't discuss much, but here's a little hint. He took your girl.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm flying out to you right now. 5-star hotel by the way. Not that you'll ever afford one.
So you're telling me that the family-friendly YouTuber, which for the record already has a girlfriend, is going out to be your sugar daddy?
Well, kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
I flew myself out, but it's because he's testing my loyalty and verifying that I won't just use him for his money.
Alright, I guess. Just out of curiosity. How did you meet this Mr. Beast?
He sent me a DM on Instagram through his secret account, of course, at Real Mr. Beast India 45. Laugh at me all you want, but it isn't him. He even sent me a selfie to prove that he's real. I also sent him $500 to prove that I'm serious about this. Goodbye, loser. We're done. It was fun while it lasted.
Divorce lawyers, what's the worst way you've seen someone screw over their spouse? I used to work with a guy who pulled off the ultimate revenge on his ex-wife. He wasn't like the rest of us scraping by on $8 an hour. He was polished, educated, and carried himself with a confidence that didn't match his job. One night, I saw him drive off in a sleek Jaguar and finally had to ask how a minimum wage worker could afford it. His story left me speechless. Turns out, he was once a senior VP at a Fortune 50 company, making over $300K a year. During his messy divorce, his ex demanded the house and 40% of his salary for life. But his lawyer made a counteroffer. She'd get 75% of his future earnings if she left the house alone. Greedy, she jumped at it. Then he dropped the bombshell. He quit his high-paying job the moment the ink dried and took our minimum wage gig. Just like that. She was stuck with 75% of almost nothing. Meanwhile, he kept the house, had money stashed away, and still drove a luxury car. She tried to sue, pleading that she couldn't maintain her lavish lifestyle. In court, he calmly told the judge that the emotional trauma made it impossible to return to his old career. Her jaw hit the floor. She had trapped herself in her own greed. It was ruthless, calculated, and left everyone, including me, in awe. I didn't know whether to applaud or be terrified. Divorce lawyers, what's the worst way you've seen someone screw over their spouse? I used to...
This boy has an incredible talent, and as you can see... Go! Is that really you? Trunks. I've grown so much. Haven't you, kid?
Sorry, could have saved you, but had some sense.
Son, Yajirobe, you're alive. Good to see you, buddy. Thank goodness.
Gohan? Is that you? Wait, sorry, I think I confused you with someone else.
Oh, well, my name is Gohan, yes? Have we ever met before?
Oh, is that you?
So, must be my younger brother. I hoped I'd see you again, Piccolo. Let's do this.
Alright, let's resume our training then, Gohan.
Gohan, this version of you I never got to see grow up. I just feel awful for what you went through.
You always did everything you could to protect this world, Dad. I'll keep carrying on your legacy.
Gohan, is that really you?
Trunks. I've grown so much. Haven't you, kid?
Sorry, could have saved you, but had some sense.
Son, Yajirobe, you're alive. Good to see you, buddy. Thank goodness.
Gohan? Is that you? Wait, sorry, I think I confused you with someone else.
Oh, well, my name is Gohan, yes? Have we ever met before?
Oh, is that you?
So, you must be my younger brother. I hoped I'd see you again, Piccolo. Let's do this.
Alright, let's resume our training then, Gohan.
Gohan, this version of you I never got to see grow up. I just feel awful for what you went through.
You always did everything you could to protect this world, Dad. I'll keep carrying on your legacy.
Gohan, is that really you?
Trunks. I've grown so much. Haven't you, kid?
Sorry, could have saved you, but had some sense.
Son, Yajirobe, you're alive. Good to see you, buddy.
What happened when an entire high school rioted over a principal's rule? A few years ago, I worked...
This your girl?
Nah, she's not. Stop lying. She gave us your number and said you were her man, lil bro. What do you...
Nobody talks about how hard it is to grow up with attractive parents. Because I was just...
Have you ever learned something about an ex years after you broke up? A few years ago, I broke up with my girlfriend of 2 years. We were constantly fighting, and it got to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore and had to leave her. 3 years later, I got curious and looked her up on Instagram. It turns out it wasn't even really her page. It was a fitness page she made to encourage and help others with their mental health. One of the videos caught my attention, and in it, she talked about the same time we dated. She explained how she was diagnosed with BPD when she was 16. And how she constantly had a battle between the person she knew she was and the one the BPD made her act like. She talked about how she pushed away the one person she loved and how it motivated her to get help. She went on to explain how she took the steps needed and described how much her life had gotten better since then. Seeing this made me look into BPD, and from watching a few videos about it, I couldn't help but break down and cry. During the last fight we had, she told me, "This isn't who I really am," but I didn't understand at the time and left her there crying. Now I finally understand what she meant, and I feel like absolute shot for leaving the person I loved for something she physically couldn't control. I DM'd her on Instagram saying how proud of her I was, and that I was sorry for how things ended. And she replied back saying how she was also sorry, and that I'll always have a place in her heart. Have you ever learned something about an ex?
My girlfriend gets baby fever for cute stuff, like a baby dressed up as a pumpkin or something. I get baby fever when I walk by a basketball court and I see a dad making his son do sprints for missing too many free throws. Do you even want this? They're free. Sure, taking your kid to like their first day of school is really fun. So is imposing a dream that you failed at onto somebody who doesn't want it. I'm pumped for the anger I'll feel when my second grader still can't hit a curveball. Do you even want to play baseball? Because if you don't, just let me know, and I'll just resign myself to the fact that I raised a quitter. Taking your kids to Disneyland for spring break must be amazing. What about taking your kids to the track on spring break to make sure that they can get in a little extra conditioning work? Do you want this? Your coaches are going to notice this. You're 10 years old now. You're basically a man. You got to start working when the other people aren't. I always hear stories about people like at the hospital with their newborn, looking down into their eyes and seeing the reflection of themselves and realizing that they just created a life, and that life is more important than their own now. What about when your kid hits a game-winning three-pointer? My girlfriend gets baby fever for cute stuff, like a baby dressed up as a pumpkin or something. I get baby fever when I walk by a basketball court and I see a dad making his son do sprints for missing too many free throws. Do you even want this? They're free. Sure, taking your kid to like their first day of school is really fun.
I don't ever want.
I'm already able to turn Super Saiyan at such a young age? I must have been undergoing some harsh training.
What can I say? It just sort of happened one day.
Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Arkansas State
Anything
Red
I-
Bulls. Take it away, broadcast
Wait,
team.
Saturday things?
I can only imagine Bulma's reaction if I transformed into that.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Hey, after we're done,
He's
wanna
looking
get
to
together
throw
and
it.
read a good book?
Makes his connection.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, it could be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch and run for 6.
Steve was thinking, man, what movie made you cry?
My nephew can be so good.
My neck's gotten bigger.
Due to their parents' favoritism, they don't believe Lou when she reports Josh's actions. I'm usually strict, and Josh behaves well when with me. Recently, Lou won a spelling bee, which her parents dismissed, but I was proud of her hard work. So when I took the kids out for Josh's birthday, I also got Lou a You Did Great gift, a stuffed animal, while Josh chose a game he won. The birthday party was yesterday, and when I went to their house, Lou had been grounded and was not allowed to attend. And the two friends she had invited were also sent back home. I thought it was extreme, but that's what she had done. Turns out that Josh and her argued over the TV remote, and Josh went to her room and destroyed her stuffed animal that I gave her and told her she
See if
didn't
they
deserve.
can turn
A
this
screenshot.
drive
And my
into
brother got
points.
angry
They've
with
got
the
it
temper
1st and
tantrum
10
and
at the
pick up the
50.
pieces of the stuffed animal and throw them in the
Use
trench,
the play
all
fake,
while
now
she
to
cried.
throw.
She was then grounded. By the way,
Looking to
Josh's
the big
best
tight
friend
end.
was the one who spilled the beans
He's
to me,
got it.
and also told me
Ran
that Josh
right
voted
through
his
the
parents
defender,
into the
and now
country.
he's
I
still
was
running.
furious. He refused to give
And he
Josh his
almost
birthday
ran
gift,
away
telling
from
him he didn't deserve
everybody
it for
on
being
that one.
mean
A
to his sister.
huge
I also
pickup
told
on
off my
that
sister and
play.
brother that they're growing insane cruel towards their young daughter. Now my family is pissed that I refused to give Josh his birthday gift. My nephew can be so rude. My nephew...
Valtracker offers top weapon stats, headshot percentage stats, top agent stats, and it's okay, we're back to kind of build the weakest character we can, not the strongest this time. And I think for this one, they can murder speed, so it's the fastest of us. Come on. I don't think Super Saiyan 2 is much information. I think that's the worst out of it too. I think that looks like a Z Vegeta, not Super Vegeta. It looks like Z Vegeta, so I'll take Z Vegeta. Because being a Majin still goes great. And I'm like, hi, okay. Come on, please, give me a weak strength. You're the greatest, why? 47. That's only multi-planetary. That's just not even true. Thank you, police, disbelief. Okay, we're back trying to build.
Goku is smarter than you think. In the Future Trunks arc, he doesn't use Kaioken until the end of the arc, and there's two reasons why. The first is when he finally does use it, just a Kamehameha disables his arms for quite some time. The second
Don't
reason
forget
might
you
be
can
more
check your
important
goals
though.
in the
Goku's
pause
black.
menu.
You see,
In this
after
challenge,
briefly
you'll be
fighting
facing
Super
the
Saiyan,
Navy
he learns how to
Midshipmen.
possess Super Saiyan Rose. Later, it only takes seeing
Now to my
instant
guys in
transmission
the
once
booth.
to replicate
Take
it
it
himself. So, if Goku showed him Kaioken, Goku Black
The
could have
offense set for
multiplied
a
his
first down
already
play.
absurd power at will. Goku is
Back
smarter
to
than
throw,
you think.
it's
In the
Bowman.
Future Trunks arc, he doesn't.
You saw a fucking big one, bitch ass. Like I saw that one. Fuck you.
Just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down.
Suddenly got
He's looking to throw.
This was really
Going
exciting.
for
Finally,
six.
so the family
And
just
he
stopped.
will take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
See, although Alex he wants to create a track athlete in American history, and she's also already 33 years old. Like something told her no place, just fun. To make matters even worse, they then instructed her to do an unpaid female empowerment act. But since like he was the main source of Allison's income, there was nothing she could really do about it. Or so she thought. You see, at first, Allison just needed her pregnancy to make sure she was still getting paid. She would secretly train every day at 4:30 a.m., even when she was ready 5 months pregnant, so that no one would suspect it. But when Allison was 8 months pregnant, she suddenly had to undergo an emergency C-section. The baby almost died, and spent more than a month in the NICU. But despite just how stressful this was, less than a year later, Allison won the 12th World Championship before her daughter won the exams. Shortly after she left Nike, started her own brand of running shoes specifically for women. While wearing the shoes, she then won her 7th gold 2 years later. And because of her, Nike eventually added maternity protection for all of their athletes. So this world champion runner suddenly got pregnant. But although she was really excited to finally start a family, she was shocked as she was told by Nike that she'd be getting paid small to go a punch.
A punch? Is that the promise you gotta go down? No, you. Thanks for giving me this button.
Finish some of your girlfriend contents you opposites for each other. Please don't talk about stuff like that. Niggas, we gotta turn one more time. After our fuck you next.
Okay, bitch, that was the last straw. You know, Joe the Master Busy will save me from this.
What's up, this? Francino. Oh, sire. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Do you want a big shine on your shoes? Do you want your dick sucked?
Damn. This nigga pussy whip won't be in a pussy cat.
Okay? That is not okay. I typed 14 million. Never 14. Damn. What about 14 million? What? That's no fun. That's not the only problem you don't know how now. Okay, I think I'm gonna play you, but I think that's what we're fine. Oh. Oh, no. No. So there's one time I but that's only one out of 14 million. No shit, God, no. Stop. No, what about all the stuff that's out there? Hey, every time Oh no. No, 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 no. So there's one time like this. Oh, yeah, I think, but that's only one out of 14 minutes. There's no chance God's going to stop it. What now? What about all the time like after 14 minutes? Wait, every time like after 14 minutes? Yeah, I'm saying. Come on, oh! Every time like after. That's not perfect. I swear it's just the way it is. Anyway, let's play. Only time like you shouted at guys in my body. I would rather play your mom. Here, okay? That's not okay. That's like 14 minutes. Every one. Yeah. What about 14 minutes? What? That's no fun. That's not more hard than you don't know now. Okay, I still want to play you, but I think that will be fun. Oh. Oh, no. No, 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 no. So there's one time like this. Oh, yeah. I think, but that's only one out of 14 minutes. There's no chance God's going to stop it. Now, what about all the time like after 14 minutes? Wait, every time like after 14 minutes? Yeah, I'm saying. Here, fine. Oh! Every time like after. No, but I swear it's just the way it is. Anyway, let's play. Every time like you shout at guys in my body. I would rather play your mom. Here, okay? That's not okay. That's like 14 minutes. Probably.
A man wakes up to find the wolf lying on top of him. Startled, he jumps and hides in the corner. The wolf, seeing his reaction, simply smiles and moves to the side of the bed. It turns out this wolf is a new friend of his husky. For safety, the man decides to shoo the wolf away. But surprisingly, the wolf understands and leaves quietly. However, his own dog is furious and starts howling in protest, driving him crazy. Finally, he agrees to let the wolf come into play. The wolf really likes the man and always seeks affection from the man. He even takes on the responsibility of guarding the house while the man is at work. The wolf is quickly stopped the husky and his dog and teaches him good behavior. When they go out, the wolf never starts trouble. His thoughtful behavior makes the man favor the wolf. So now, whenever he goes on a trip, he brings the wolf along, leaving the husky at home to cry. A man wakes up to find the wolf lying on top of him. Startled, he jumps and hides in the corner. The wolf, seeing his reaction, simply smiles and moves to the side of the bed. It turns out this wolf is a new friend of his husky. For safety, the man decides to shoo the wolf away. But surprisingly, the wolf understands and leaves quietly. However, his own dog is furious and starts howling in protest, driving him crazy. Finally, he agrees to let the wolf come into play. The wolf really likes the man and always seeks affection from the man. He even takes on the responsibility of guarding the house while the man is at work. The wolf is quickly stopped the husky and his dog and teaches him good behavior. When they go out, the wolf never starts trouble with his dog. His thoughtful behavior makes the man favor the wolf. So now, whenever he goes on a trip, he brings the wolf along, leaving the husky at home to cry. A man, I brought you some syrup. So you trained with me, yes?
Oh, how wonderful! Yes, yes, I was more than enough to train.
Please, have you been enjoying more earth music while I've been asleep?
Harrison, look forward here. What a together! Oh my goodness, I wonder how that goes.
I don't want you to stand back and watch. Not now, Chris. I need to know how much this power stacks against yours. All right, you.
Autonomous Ultra Instinct. Such a pleasure to finally see you mastering.
I shall demonstrate to you why I was chosen as a destroyer. First hand.
You take your duties as a destroyer so seriously. Unlike some gods I know.
I brought you some syrup. So you'll train with me.
D. Pause. Louis. Dawes.
Please, have you been enjoying more earth cuisine while I've been asleep?
It's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. On 2nd and 10, he threw a wide out set, trips right. Looking to throw, it's Bowman. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Again, Wyatt crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll
Which one of
have
us
a
is
first
real?
down.
I don't care.
Man, this offense is so dangerous.
Fine, I'm not going to kill you yet. What's the box? Shit, Grandma. I'm trying to relax. He's still alive. I call this my hostage. It's a trap. Most probably. But you can't take that chance. Careful now. It's forward. You try to remove the bomb. Explode. Before you heroically leave the train to protect the passenger, once you start running, if you decelerate, it explodes. You've got 12 seconds to decide what to do. You're gonna bomb all this by wreck. If I stop, it'll explode. Listen, you can't keep running. I think I can vibrate. No, it won't work. You got a better idea? How far away are you from an iceberg? I'm never far from anything.
Welcome to
Flash.
this college
Flash,
ultimate
you okay?
challenge presented by
Got the way I
EA
would have
Sports
expected,
College
you know?
Football.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
forget,
fine.
you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing
Reading
the
a backwards book
Cowboys
this
of
morning,
Wyoming.
this afternoon
Now
for
to my
sure.
guys in the booth.
I have no
Take
idea
it
what
away.
it's about. Zero. Terrific.
To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run play action.
Reading a backwards
Good block, boy.
this afternoon for sure.
You fucking neck.
Intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Reading a backwards book this morning.
So this woman was horrified to accidentally put a credit card pin as her tip at a cafe one day. You see, although Alessia Shimikova had initially only spent $24 at the New Point Cafe in Switzerland, since her pin was 7686, she actually ended up being charged almost $3,000. But the problem was, Alessia never even realized this until she got her credit card bill the next month. And although she desperately needed this money, to her shock, there was apparently no way to get it back. You see, although this 32,000% tip was clearly a mistake, Alessia's credit card company simply told her that they couldn't do anything since it wasn't fraud. The Swiss police basically told her the same thing. And although the owner of that New Point branch actually initially told her that he would refund her $8,000, he soon just completely ghosted her. Alessia would only later find out that he just closed his cafe and filed for bankruptcy for some reason. Alessia was terrified that he just made off with her money. But after 5 horrible months of just constantly stressing, she finally got some incredible news. Apparently, the owner of that branch really had gone bankrupt, but just never informed his boss about Alessia's mistake. It was only when this boss heard about her story on social media that he finally reached out and refunded all of her money. So this woman was horrified to accidentally put her credit card pin as her tip at a cafe one day. You see, although Alessia... Since her pin was 768,
Hey!
The problem was, Alessia never even realized this until she got her credit card bill the next month.
Keep your ass in my dick, nigga.
To her shock, there was really no way to get it back. You see, although this 32,000% tip was a mistake, Alessia's credit card company...
What's it?
The Swiss police basically told her the same thing. And although the owner of that branch actually initially told her that he would refund her $8,000, he soon just completely ghosted her.
They did really
Alessia
ghosted,
later
nigga.
found out that
He
just
bust-
closed his cafe and
He
filed for
busted in here.
bankruptcy for some reason. Alessia was terrified that he just made off with her money.
What if Bardock survived and escaped with Goku? Bardock died along with Kine and most Saiyans back when Frieza decided to end the monkey race. So Goku was forced to grow up with Grandpa Gohan on Earth. But what if Bardock had accompanied him? Bardock was a pure Saiyan and took part in many planetary invasions. But during the Granola arc, we also saw that he was able to show kindness and empathy towards others. Therefore, had he arrived on Earth with Goku, it seems kind of unlikely that he would have tried to put the entirety of the planet under his command. Also, enemies moving forward, such as Demon King Piccolo, wouldn't really have been a challenge, and Raditz' survival would have definitely taken quite a different direction. Maybe Bardock would have been able to convince Raditz to change his ways. But also, how strong would Goku have become in the early days with a real Saiyan as his father and master? For all the different scenarios that Bardock's survival suggests, one thing is for certain, the story of Dragon Ball as we know it would have turned out completely different. What if Bardock survived and escaped with Goku? Bardock died along with Kine and both Saiyans back when Frieza decided to end the monkey race. So Goku was forced to grow up with Grandpa.
Built-in AI security helps keep your data private.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway.
Now he thinks he has Bugs Bunny's tune for it. Still more tune for than you. You know, I wouldn't be too talking.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
His second, which used to shorten his lifespan. Everyone knows once Luffy masters me, the drawbacks will go. Let's just see if you can carry him long enough until then. What are you trying to say? I've been hearing Gear 6 on Elbaf rumors. What? That's not true. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field to start this game off. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you, he can run through you.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
But would only ever wear dark-colored t-shirts and pants no matter what. I had always
Smith dropping to pass.
Whatever his experience.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Holds it in on the left. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
Oh, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Now they'll run the draw. Makes one man miss. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the ground. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Still running at the 40. The ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try to pop the draw. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. First down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Getting some... Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Buffalo!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Lacy.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown tie.
This guy... because of his speed. He can take the top off at defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
20, Alabama, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the